Yeah, you don't need desktop audio. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs that today. Okay. And looks like we're officially live. Oh no, it didn't transition. Oh right, I don't have the this is me being silly. I don't actually have all of my keys, my shortcuts transferred over from my gaming channel to my main channel, which is silly because, like, you know, my main channel is my main channel, but I don't really. This is what the third stream that I've done on here, so ooh, get out of my way. Fourth. Oh my goodness. I guess we have done a few art streams by now. But hey, welcome back to the Cozy Arts. I am Cozy, and I have been. I have a project. I have a project that I need to be working on because it's due in August, and I haven't done much. So today I'm just gonna make a background. We're just doing a beach scene, and it's just like, you know, sometimes you drag your feet so much that's like maybe the only way for me to get into this and to do it is just to sort of body double with the internet. So today we're working, and I'm gonna make some scenes. I figured out how to import stuff in, so I do have references that are actually on screen, so that's fun. But I think we'd probably just, I was gonna say rough in some color, but just maybe do a little quick underline first, because what I want is can I just like, no, shift doesn't make that line straight. I'm also still quite new to what's the word? Quite new to Eclipse Studio Paint, so I don't know all the tricks yet, but hopefully we'll get there. And yeah, that's not a good horizon line. It's so not straight. How do I get a straight line, Clip Studio? Just give me a straight line. You know what, actually? I think, because you can, a little peek behind the curtain is I've been playing around with 3D models, and like you can get horizon lines and stuff when you play with that. Because see, we have a horizon line here. So how do I do that? How do I do that without the 3D models? Because, yeah. Also, okay, I'll show you. So I had them, so, oh no, not you. What? Something is, yeah. So I had them so that they were like sort of together, but they weren't actually in the same layer. So like there is a gap between them. But then I tried to like put them in the same layer, and they were just very much not the same scale, and I couldn't like quite get them together. So this is a work in progress of me trying to get them to like be together so that we can sketch it. But it's kind of cheating, but I kind of like it. So we'll try it. But right now I need a good horizon line. So we want a beach scene. So we want, seriously, why does shift not do that for me? I've been spoiled, I think. Let's try. Anyway, we're just playing. I don't want it to be that low down. Although I suppose the beach could go that far. And then we have the waves, and then of course we have clouds. But I do want there to be a pier. So the pier shall appear about here. And this is this is just a zoom out so that I have room to pan around, because this is going to be a background for an animation that theoretically I will have finished by August. But since I haven't actually started anything, and since I have decided that my old way of animating things, where I did stuff in Procreate or GIMP 2.0 or 4.0 or whatever point .0 GIMP is on, so I did all of my work previously has been done in a combination of Procreate, GIMP, maybe Procreate Dreams if it's being nice to me, which is never being nice to me, and Sony Vegas. And it's just, I was doing a fan art one which someday I'll go back to once I figure out how to animate outside of those programs. It just wasn't good. And so I decided to stop doing animation for a while and to really like try and teach myself the basics of animations and maybe another program to animate in. But the willpower hasn't followed enough. Like it was at one point like super like burning my brain up with interest, and then it hasn't been. So we're gonna put in some sort of pier over here because we're gonna need a pier. I think we need more water is the problem. So we're gonna have to fix all of this. And then I do want it to be like a beach with like a lot of cliffs and like rocks and stuff. But we do also need to have a foreground with probably some beach grass. And we also need to have a lifeguard tower. And since the theme that this animation theoretically is for, if I ever finish it, is neon nostalgia or retro neon, I realize that like neon and like is not necessarily the same thing as just like hot pink or neon pink or anything, but that's the angle I'm taking it, because I don't really want to do neon as in like the lights with the glow. I feel like other people who are doing this exhibition have already covered that angle, as well as it's not what I had in mind. When I maybe it's because I'm an 80s baby, but when I hear neon, it takes me back to the 80s. We gotta have like scrunchies and many different slouch socks, and we've gotta have leg warmers, and we've gotta have that side ponytail, the huge bangs, and the big hair, and like the wild new wave makeup, and like it's gonna be. If I ever get this done, it'll be good. I think I want that to be in a different spot, but that's roughly like where I want things, except for I think we do need the water to be out here. Water. Okay, so we have sort of a rough idea. I was watching Drawfee with I think the first video they did with Clip Studio Paint the other day. That's kind of what inspired me to like actually try out the 3D models. And apparently if you do things in vector layers instead of raster layers, like you can do pretty cool stuff with the line art. But this is more of a painterly thing. I should really be watching a video that teaches me how to use this program, huh? That is a Tomorrow Cherish problem. So I'm going to switch to a brush to start. No, sorry, my tablet dropped on top of my. I did get some. Ooh. Do I like that at all? That's not. We just need to roughen the color. We need like a solid thing, so we don't need that. So I did. Yeah, sure. I did discover the asset store the other day where you can get free assets. So now I have some fun things like where is it on? Yeah, I can do some music. I have a new gouache thing, and then like some, what is that, like shading? I don't know, just cool stuff. But that's not what we need to do right now. Right now we just need a thicker brush. So why when I'm trying to brush would you grab it? What's happening here that makes you think that I want that? Huh? Oh no. Are you frozen? Oh no. It doesn't seem to be responding to me. No, the mouse is still lit up. The mouse is still clearly working. It's just, oh boy. Okay, that's working. So, okay, it's just having a little moment. What I would like to switch layers, please. It's not letting me switch the layers. This is a problem. Layer, new layer, and then switch our color. We'll see how it goes. And we're just going to flatten some color just as a start. Get it going. Okay, so that is... No! Why do I have to go back and forth for you to believe me that I want to do this? What is happening? Okay, well, some days are just weird. Okay, this is... I was going to say this is not the right color, but then again, I don't want it to be super realistic. This is like a very nice, I think, like neon 80s version of the sea cartoon. Gotta remember, this is like animated. I would love a more cartoony style. Maybe we'll get there. And the way we get there is by relaxing with the colors, relaxing with all the things. Because yeah, that's one of the reasons why like I would love to have a more cartoony style is I feel like I'm not like, yeah, I'm not a trained artist. I'm not like, I did a lot of art as a kid because it was kind of like an escape, but it was also like my mother was an artist, and so she would like be a little critical of my work, and no. So like it was an escape, but it was also like not something that I really ever felt like I could pursue, whether it's because like, you know, it was implied that I wasn't good enough, or like mostly the implication was that you can be a very good artist and still struggle and not be able to make money off of it. So like, you know, that's the lesson that I learned from having an artist as a parent, is that sometimes art is just a hobby. And it's something that you at some point in your life have to give up. But like, it doesn't, you don't have to give it up. Even if it is just a hobby, you don't have to give it up. And you can still like be an artist even if it's not anything that sustains you in a financial sense, because we gotta stop defining ourselves by where our money comes from. Okay, I think it's time to start looking at our inspo pics. That's so many rocks. I love it though. I do need a rocky area because that's just awesome. Yeah, I would like this to still be lighter. Yeah, I think we're just gonna lighten up this beach because I picked too yellow of a color, and it just kind of doesn't leave that much space for all the other things I want to add to it. So I'm just gonna lighten this up. This is like such a boring piece so far, but that's okay because it's a background, and backgrounds are boring. You heard it here, folks. Backgrounds are boring. And yeah, we'll add in the other details on other layers because obviously we're gonna need like foregrounds and midgrounds. I don't know. We're gonna need other things happening in this. Okay, we want a really nice light color for the sky. And I'm gonna go in and add like more depth. Ideally, that's the plan, to these colors. Oh no! Just why am I drawing? I am sitting here painting with my mouse when I have a very expensive tool in front of me that I should be utilizing. Use this better. That is not a straight line at all. You are sucking at straight lines. See, this is maybe why we should, although I just need to learn how to use this program better, because I know there's got to be a way that will help me just make my line be straight. And we do have a, can I do this here? No. Do I have a drip tool that will catch my art? There's got to be. I've seen other people use it. I've seen this happen. Well, dang. Oh, is it? Yeah, right click. I don't know if there's a way to do it with my tablet pen, but if you right click with your mouse, you can get the eyedropper other places. And I actually could just use my reference photos to get some colors, which maybe I will steal this sand. Ooh, that looks like a fleshy color. I guess I have sand colored skin, everyone. Gross. Okay, I do like this. I just want it. No! Want it less opaque. I can change the texture. Ooh, fancy. We could change that to a different texture. Can we even see the difference? I probably would have to like zoom in a lot to see any sort of difference there. I don't think that made a difference, guys. I think that's the same. But okay. The problem that I'm having is that there's a stage in like every art piece where you're like, what am I doing? This is a waste of time and it's going to be bad. And sometimes that stage lasts for like most of the process. So why am I streaming it? Let's do some, like lines. Ooh, I kind of like that. Ooh, that's kind of working for me. All right. Now, who's got a good sea color that I can steal? Ooh, that's nice. Look at all those colors in the sea. Can I paint with all the colors of the sea? Let's find out. Okay. I think I would like to change my pen, my paintbrush while we're here. Oh yeah. That makes sense for what we're doing. It's so slight. I can't imagine that you can actually see a difference in what I'm doing, but maybe let's get an even lighter color going. I don't want to like have too many waves yet because the waves are going to need to change. So that's going to really want to be a different layer. Ooh, too light. What's there? Did that change it? Let's see. Oh, that's the problem. No, it is still like fully opaque. It's still not that light, but I can just manually make it lighter. Okay. I like that. I think I want... Yeah. Okay. That's getting there. We're getting pretty. We're getting a little bit messy, but we're getting pretty. And you can go away. And we're gonna mess you up a little bit. And I think I'm gonna switch to this dry gouache brush. Just to give it a little something. I should really be doing this in other layers, but it's okay. We can make bad choices, everybody. Ooh, I like that. I like how it's sort of like misty at the horizon. Is this the horizon? Is this sea? Is this air? I don't know. Maybe it's one of those weird castles because it's kind of reflecting weird. Okay. I like this. It's very painterly. Now, of course, we're going to need like more layers so that we can add all of the like things we need. Like clouds. To like really really make this alive. That's a terrible cloud and I hate it, so I'm going to get rid of it. Goodbye, cloud. Delete your art. Well, speaking of delete your art, I'm wearing Drawfee was every June they do their Pride Month merch, and last year I was kind of sad that I missed out on it because it was really cool, but this year they like sold off the extras, so I snagged Pride merch from last year, which is fun because like I did watch the stream last year, but I didn't get the merch, so now I have the merch, and it's a trans rig, so it's a giant truck covered in pride flags and stuff, and it says Pride Rights, and I love it, and it's really comfortable, so wearing that today. Just ooh, and then I got my partner this year's sticker. He doesn't really ever seem to catch the Pride live stream, so like whatever. I'm not gonna give him a shirt. I did give him for Father's Day. I did get him a Secret Sleepover Society shirt, but he doesn't get a Pride shirt. I'm not made of money at all. Okay. Okay, some cute little clouds. I think we're gonna add in like a little bit of gray to the clouds, and then we can move on and put in our like foreground and our pier and rock. Oh, I do need to put the rocks probably on this layer. No, I'll put it on another layer and then combine it later, just in case I hate them. Gotta always make room for not liking it. Do I want to ink them in? Ooh, maybe I will ink. Let's ink. Let's go for it. Let's go for it, everybody. Okay. So I'm gonna pop up. Ooh, I really like how craggy this is, but I need to move it out of my way. I can never remember what button moves things in Clip Studio. Oh yeah, it's up here, isn't it? Scale rotate? No. Fill? Not yet. Save. How frustrating. She doesn't even know how to... Yeah, I know. She doesn't even know what she's doing. Okay. Well, I just want to move you. Let me move you. Okay. I can move it when I scale rotate. Wonderful. Let's do that then. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for... Yeah, sure. Apply the transformation. Getting in the right one, and I would like... I think I do want it to come into this a little bit, because I love that. We're going to use this pen. It needs to be bigger. So I like how it's kind of like still leaving peaks of the landscape behind it. I think this needs to come out a bit more though. No, how much do I want it? Yeah, let's bring it out more. Bring it out more. We're not doing the exact same thing. We're just kind of using an inspiration, but I do really like just how craggy this is. I think it'll fit in the store. That's getting into the beach. Into the beach. I didn't give myself enough water for all the plans that I had. So sometimes we make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. Try to fix them and learn from them too. Anyone else have gone through the parental stage with young kids? And Daniel Tiger was a thing, but Bluey was not yet a thing. So you have so much Daniel Tiger in your head. If so, ugga-mugga. Okay, that's fun. Ooh, that's fun. I'm gonna obviously clear that up and add more colors, but kind of just roughing the things in. Now I would like to look at a pier. Oh no, my pier. I had a few things that weren't in the right format, so they didn't download, and I think the pier was one of them. But the pier shall be like here. But what angle do we want the pier to be? Pier here. Pier here. Pier here. That's just fun to say. I'm sorry that I cannot stop saying it. Also, I really need straight lines. Come on, what kind of tool gives me straight lines? Is it figure? Oh. Wow. Straight lines. Okay, I guess this is our life now. Straight lines. I want you to be like far enough out that it's maybe a little concerning. Like I want it to be like if you jumped off or fell off the pier, you'd be in pretty deep water for reasons which we will see later. And then I do need, this whole thing is going to be reference. Is this its own separate layer? This is not its own separate layer. Whatever. This whole layer is going to be reference then, because I did want to go back and change things. Where's my line? There it is. Okay. All right. So now, the pier that I was looking at, it had like, why? It had like, shoot. Oh no. Why did you break? Why did you break? What's going on here? It was kind of like triangles. But we can probably find piers that are more maybe like big chunky thing, and then some triangles, because triangles are sturdy like that. But that's not the kind that they had. It was literally just like this. But I don't know, maybe we'll mix it up. That's kind of fun. Yeah, let's just do the fun thing. There's not enough fun these days. Let's make more fun. And then no railing. Oh god, it turns out that terrifies me. I don't think it like always terrified me, but there is kind of like a pier or a jetty. Maybe jetty is the better word. Somewhat close, somewhat in my area. It is a long ass drive, but it is, somewhat close. But like the last time we were there, the waves were wild, and there was no handrail on one side. And if there's people coming and you like had to make a choice, it's like, oh, I have to like not hold on to the handrail for a while so that other people can pass. I was just so terrified of getting like swept in, bashed against the rocks. No. But at the same time, like, I don't know that there would be a pier, like there would be a railing on this. I don't know. Okay. Do we like that? I think the answer is oh no. Why did you fill that whole thing? That's not what I wanted you to do. Is this closed up? It is closed up. Yay. Okay. And then obviously like we'll have to add in a bunch of shading underneath the pier, because otherwise like why can't we see all the things? Well, because that would be too much. Just be too much. Like, yeah, you don't want to see that. Now, the other thing that I want on this is did I get a lifeguard tower? I did not. The lifeguard tower didn't make it either. So I do want a lifeguard tower, which I suppose scale-wise would be pretty small, but oh, we can get this tool gives us like special lines. Oh, that's so exciting. But, oh, I changed the color. Oh, that's less exciting. Okay. Sometimes we mess it all up. Okay. But I want it to be kind of like a Miami lifeguard station, because they're like very colorful. I think it'll fit with the neon vibes. And we'll have like the staircase coming down here, and the hut here, and then like the little lifesaver thingy that they grab, and we'll put in maybe just a big circle on the back so that everyone knows that this is a lifeguard hut. And then I don't think I will have a flag, because I don't want to have to decide what the flag looks like in this world, or like even where they are so much. Like, they're just in a place with magic. I don't know if we have magic in this world or not. And then I think that lifeguard tower is maybe a little bit big considering the size of the pier. But oops. I'll do that in a separate layer so we can rescale everything. That's the plan. When in doubt, layers, baby. I think I do still want this to be like sand, and then we'll put the thing over it. We're just gonna work on a foreground here. I don't know that I'm necessarily gonna even use. Oh, that's not the color that I wanted it. I don't care. I care. I don't care. We'll care a little bit. Okay. But we're just gonna do like some little beach grass. So you come over the sand dune and it's covered in grass, and then the sea just kind of opens up in front of you. And it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. And yeah. Am I putting this on a new layer? Did I screw up? I did not screw up. I did a good job. I just don't like this. Do I like it? Oh no. I just want to zoom in, babe. Let me zoom in. Yeah. Just putting some grass down. I think I have a brush that would work for this, but wouldn't be as much fun as just organically dropping down some scribbles. But hey, welcome back. It's been a while since we have done an art stream on this channel. Or kind of, I was gonna say anything on this channel, but I think I did actually do like a garden thing recently. And if I get around to editing it, I might even take you back into my hydro garden this week, which will be exciting because that video, I would say popped off, but like that, you have to realize that I'm talking about that in relative terms. Like, for one of my videos, it is doing well, which is pretty fun. Because usually, like, it has usually it's like a video that is like, oh, why that one? But this one's like, okay, if people want to see more of my hydroponics garden, I am happy to show off my hydroponics garden. It's just a little bit weird because, like, I'm so inconsistent with the style of things that I'm doing that, like, usually my videos that randomly pop off are crochet related. So So it kind of was like, well, I would love to do more garden stuff, but then people were like, I'm not watching you for the garden stuff. But mostly people just don't watch what they're not interested in. So I'm sure. Well, I know I'm doing it all wrong, and that if I had just picked a niche and stuck in it, then maybe my channel would do a little bit better, but then I wouldn't have fun, and if you're not enjoying it, then who wants to watch you do anything? She says, while struggling to draw grass. That's way too bright. We don't want it that bright. Let's get this a little bit dark and muddy. That's not dark and muddy, but I think I still like it. Let's try it. Maybe we just need to be a little more sparing. Yeah. I might have to take a trip to the beach for research purposes. Oh, I wish I could. That would be wonderful. Okay. I think the problem that I'm having now is that it's kind of too solid. We needed like more sand dune in our grass. I don't know how to thin it out other than to redo it. You know, Procreate has such a perfect brush for this. That's okay. Sometimes Procreate's brushes are so perfect that it's cheating. Like, I'm not judging you for doing it, because I do it all the time as I use the brushes because they're perfect, but I also do like feel like I'm cheating when I do that. So let's just work on these cliffs. Do I want to I'll make them kind of a bluey gray. Yeah. And I'm using this rough brush that I've really been enjoying. It was not to talk about Drawfee again, but Jacob was mentioning that he liked like sort of little weird brushes that don't do what you expect them to do, because then you kind of can't get too precious about it. And it frees you up a little bit. So I should really be switching away from this now that I'm not doing purely sketches, purely underdrawing, but you know, I also want to keep the organic weirdness that real life has. Okay, now let's pop in some gray, I think. Gray it up a little bit. I don't like that, 'cause you spilled into my ocean. And it's easier to undo it than it is to erase it sometimes. And then we need like a real dark green, like for a real far away green, because there would be land on top of at least some of these. So this one would have some land on it. Maybe you would have a little bit of land too. Yeah, not too much. So if we take away, okay, I think we need something even darker. Let's maybe like go more of a super dark purple for the very base, and I will make my brush much smaller. Is that smaller enough yet? No, not smaller enough. We want darker and we want smaller. Okay, now a little bit, itty bitty. Okay. I think I keep thinking that it's July already, because the summer is, you know, time flies. Time flies when you're momming it up all summer. But it is not. It's still June. For one more week. We've got June. Okay. So scribbly. I so don't think I like it. Do we have a blend? But the blend is too big. Can I get a little bitty blend? Yeah, let's just do a little blending. Yeah, that's right. Because we do want it. Well, I actually think I do want to do a little blend at the bottom because we're off in the distance. It's all just kind of fuzzy. Ooh, I like that. And I kind of like, ooh, yeah, I'm going to blend. Like, is it like misty? It's in the mist? I like it. Okay. Because this one's pretty far away. Let's make it far. Maybe this is a sign that I need to get my eyes checked. Because I'm like, ooh, it's so fuzzy. It's just like real life. It's a little too fuzzy though. Yeah, okay. And then this one can be a little bit fuzzy. Not as much, because mostly on the bottom. Yeah. Because it's like, is that reflection? What's happening here? Ooh. Yeah. Now that you mention it, though, that is way too much fuzz up here. So let's take that down a little. Here you go. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Proud of you. Yeah, I think because we're kind of looking at it up close, it's a little bit like, is that too much? But I think it'll be okay. And if not, we can always just fix it. We'll fix it later. I'm not too proud to fix things. Probably. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that brings me joy, and I love it. We'll make this one sit into the water a little bit too. Oh, so good. Now I'm sad that Bob Ross didn't really ever get to do like the joy of Clip Studio Paint. Can you imagine Bob Ross? What would Bob Ross do with the power of Control-Z? Like, there's no happy little accidents. I mean, well, you can be happy about your accidents, but you can also Control-Z. All right, that's still trying to blend. Okay. All right, let's go back to blend. I feel like if my brain were like working a little bit better creatively. Although I'm sure if I did try to make the oh no. Oh no. Well, actually, you know what? It's not a big deal because I can just there we go. Everything's fine. Nothing is ruined. There we go. Okay. Now, where's my other stuff? There it is. Okay, we'll work on the pier. And I think I will make this a vector layer so I can do those experiments to see if I can do things a little bit better. I don't know. Let's go back to our ref pen. So we'll stay with the ref pen, and I'm gonna do kind of like the grayish, but can we make it like a little bit like of a brown gray? The grayish, if you will. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do. I think this brush is too big. But yeah, I think this pen is too big for what we're doing right now. Yeah, it's too big. Do we like that? I think it's a little, yeah, it's a little too big. It's a little too sloppy for a pier, because a pier is a man-made object. But maybe if we drop the brush size down, it'll be better. Is textured pen a little bit? Maybe textured pen is where we're at right now. I just want holding shift down to actually like make my line be straight. Oh, but holding down control makes my layer move. Well, that's something exciting that we learned today. Huzzah. Does alt, hey, no, not you. Wait, actually. Does that, okay. Just checking to see how, okay. Checking to see how docs that made me. But yeah. So let's, okay, alt brings up the dropper, so that doesn't help us. Once again, 1, 2, 3. Haha. Okay, well, we'll just use the tool. Stop drawing with the pen, Cherish. Stop drawing with the mouse. Use your pen. You have a pen for a reason. I like to use the mouse for like a straight line tool. 'Cause seems like the way to do it. Oh no. Okay, and then I'm gonna darken this up a little bit for the poles underneath. Although, can I think, oh no, that's not you. Whoa. Oh, right. Okay, that's not the help that I thought it was going to be. Okay, let's try to be careful then. Actually, I think I'm just going to make this in a new layer so that I can go underneath that a little bit. Because I don't think I can trust myself to... I don't think I can trust myself to be that precise. Especially not at the top. I want to come back in with highlights or something. What do we, I know, it's really sloppy at the bottom. I'm going to clean the bottom up. I'm going to do it. Just, give me a minute. Or several. I still don't like this. I think I just don't like this. I don't like the way the poles are looking. Maybe I just go straight poles. Also, it's like just really high up. So maybe we lower it and we just give it straight poles. Yeah, that's fine. And then we could even like give the hints of them on the other one, but I might want to, yeah, I'm going to change up the colors. That's what we're going to do. We're going to just add some of these in the background, and I'm going to lighten my thing up. We're going to come back in. Everything's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. We're just making a pier, And it's going to be fine. It's going to be great. Yeah. That looks weird and I don't like it. We're going to lighten this up just a little bit. We're going to add in more poles. Yeah. That's a little bit better. And I think, we put a little shading under the sand. That'll make it work a little bit better. Ooh, okay. Obviously that one is a little bit weird, and this brush is huge. Let's shrink our eraser down a little bit more. Okay. Let's take out our underdrawing. Where are you, underdrawing? Oh no. Where are you, underdrawing? There it is. Okay. Yeah. I don't know about this. But hey, we'll do another. What are you? You're nothing. We'll do another layer and then we'll add in the shadow and everything will be better. And I will like it more. And actually, let's see. Let's do like a sand color, but maybe a little bit lower. I don't know. We're just kind of futzing. Oh. I like that. I want it to be less opaque. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And then the same thing with the water. Only smaller. Give me that small brush. Okay, well this is a start. We're getting there. Still not super... Okay, oh no, I lost all my details. Okay, we got them there. Wonderful. So let's just start now to put in the lifeguard tower. So new layer, baby, a new layer. I'm gonna just plop it in white, and then we will add stuff. What is this? Oh, right. I got a glitter brush yesterday because it was free in the asset store. Excuse me, I have weird hiccups. I'm so sorry. No, I don't. I can just handle like a normal. Yeah, we'll just do a normal little pen, and then we'll come back in and we will change things up. We just need to be much smaller. We're working a little too big right now, but that's okay because I'll shrink it down and add more details, and then we'll come back in and add color and stuff. And right now we're just kind of I would say we're just doing something. It's just been so long since I've done any art, because I've been busy with home stuff, been busy with garden stuff, but mostly busy with momming. Momming is so tough. The summer is so long. My kid is not the sort of kid that thrives on being home, although they are increasingly like getting to the age where they're just like able to like, hey, I have a project I want to do and I'm just going to work on my project. But yeah, definitely I never thought that I could be a homeschooling mom. Like I never wanted that for myself. That always seemed like the sort of thing that was, you know, best when done for the kid and not the mom. So like I super hope that my kid doesn't, like, not for the family. Like, you homeschool a kid because like they're just not like coping with the school environment. Maybe they're like getting super bullied, or maybe the school is severely understaffed or something, and the kid just does better at home in a quiet environment. And that's cool. But like, I don't know, I hate it. Like, because I grew up super religious, so most of the kids that I knew who were homeschooled for super religious reasons. And like, if you are coming from such a narrow worldview that you don't want your kid to be exposed to other worldviews because your worldview is fragile like that, like, your worldview isn't worth protecting, and you should just, you know, let your kid be exposed. It's sort of like building up immunities. Like, it's good. It's good for the body. It's good for the body to be exposed to other worldviews. But yeah, sorry. Now that I'm going to be canceled by all the homeschool parents out there. Yeah, it was never something that I wanted, and then it was very, very clear during distance learning that it was also not where my kid would thrive either. That they really do benefit from having peers around. I think the problem here is that this would be like out, that would be like coming down more like further away. So anyway, but oh, that's like way too far. I need to I had a I'll work on the staircase later. I had a reference for this lifeguard tower, but some of the things I didn't save it in the right format. So now we can make this super colorful. So the question is, because we want to add neon colors, because that's what we're doing here. Should we add in, yeah, I kind of like that. Add in some pink, and then a lot of this blue, because a lot of the lifeguard towers that I saw had a lot of blue happening. Ooh. But the problem with, I don't want to do too much of the blue, because the Yeti is very blue, and we don't want to compete with the Yeti. So maybe not blue. Do we want like a very bright yellow, like a yellow and pink lifeguard stand? Oh, that just blends in with the sand. I understand now why people don't do that. I understand now. But I suppose we can do more. Can we get like a super like bright purple, or is it just going to end up being that magenta that we already have? Ooh. Okay. We can do bright purple. That'll be acceptable. I hate it, actually. Upon further reflection, I hate this. I think it does have to be a blue, and sorry about that, Yeti. So we'll make it more blue, and can we get like is that, maybe that would be a little less clashy with our beautiful Yeti. Call my name and save me. Okay, get out of my head, Evanescence. Sometimes we don't control the radio stations in our head. And it's like, hey brain, now is not the time. think that, yeah, we'll space that out a bit better. Okay, so something like this. I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe we just come back to the lifeguard tower. Yeah, I would like to do a little more with the lifeguard tower and then probably be done for now. Because I don't really have good reason. I just kind of feel like done. Like maybe doing the background as a stream was not super inspiring. It's not as inspiring as making a super sexy Yeti. Which, I mean, come on. Super sexy Yeti. How can you not be inspired by that? So, I'm just kind of feeling a little like, meh. This project is never going to get done and I'm never going to be good. That's not good. That's very bad. Why did you do that? Is this all? Did I put it on the same layer? Did I? Why are you blinking out like that? What is happening? Yeah, I did put that all on the same layer. Okay, I'm going to undo it all because I don't want that on the same layer. But I do want to erase this tip a little bit. Make that a little flatter. That's better. Okay, now. Oh, no, I gotta get back into our little. Now we can put in some of this and blend it, and hopefully it'll make a little more sense, make it sit better. It's just not sitting well right now. Meh. I give up. Okay, well, so this is what we have so far as just kind of our rough beach. I really need to maybe just focus on actually doing the characters and figuring out what I need to do in order to animate this. Like, I'm having a hard time being inspired enough to try. I think the main it's so silly. I think the main issue is that when I did most of it in Procreate, and I was able to do most of it just like curled up in my bed whenever I feel like it. But if I have to sit at the computer, I'm just not into it. I don't know. It's also possible that instead of doing an animation, I just draw. Like, the thing that I am doing this for, there's no rules that say like it has to be an animation. And there's no rules that say it has to be something super difficult. It's just that I have historically gone a super difficult route with it each month, just like to push myself, and that's been enjoyable for me. And like that's the reason why I even started doing any animations. And I like doing animations. I just want to be good. I want to skip over the period of time where you're not good and go into the good phase. But also, yeah, you don't get to the good phase without work. I just don't want to do the work, but I need to do the work. Anyway, I also don't need to do all the work on stream because I just fired this up because it's been a while since I've done an art stream, and was hoping that it would make me feel excited and push me into it. And I'm kind of just leaving this feeling defeated. But this is my own fault for trying to do a new thing. Trying to do a new thing in a new program with people potentially watching it. More specifically, trying to make it entertaining and talking and yapping to myself. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I do any more streams for this project. I think I kind of just need to put my head down and figure things out and be able to easily grab more inspiration photos without having to worry about messing up stream, and easily watching tutorials to figure out how to do the super silly, simple stuff that I just don't know how to do yet. But hey, we are moving forward. I think I also just might not want the lifeguard tower there. I might move the lifeguard tower. But yeah, I do also, as much as I don't want to do this project, I also want this project to happen. And since I'm the only one who can make it happen, I think I probably will make it happen. But I don't know how much more will happen on stream. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I will come back next week and we'll just do another, like, art stream just because that was fun. Okay. I was counting an art stream that was never an art stream in my head. But yeah, so, because I made that zinnia and I don't like that zinnia. But now we have, like, a whole new crop of flowers that are blooming in the garden. And it's beautiful and exciting, and I have a little baby zucchini coming, so pretty soon we'll be able to eat the first zucchini of the year, followed by the first 100 zucchinis of the year. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna get off stream and decide what I'm doing with my life. But yeah, maybe one of these days we'll just do a silly art stream and we'll just do silly drawings. Like, actually, you know what? Should we just do a silly drawing real quick? Yeah, I'm going to do a thumbnail size silly drawing. What sort of silly drawing should we draw? Am I in pen? I am in pen now. Because Frogust is coming up in in August. Hence the Frogust. Like, so do we need to do some silly frogs? I'm going to draw a country frog. Country toad, take me home. Do a little country frog. Oh, so cute. Alright. Well, that was a silly thing that happened. Yay. Okay. Well, keep it cozy. We'll see you when we see you. Bye now.